This honorary doctorate is profoundly meaningful by itself, but I have to acknowledge that it follows several points in my life when RISD has bestowed me with less formal honors, all of which I'm unsure if I was worthy of receiving, considering the incredibly talented people who apply to and attend RISD. As a senior in high school, I was surprised and honored to be accepted to RISD. 8 years after graduating from RISD, I was honored to be invited to speak at the school, ironically to focus on the progression of my street art, for which RISD almost expelled me. Since I'm a product of RISD through and through, this honorary doctorate feels a bit like RISD high-fiving me for being an investment from 30-ish years ago that went reasonably well. I underestimated how well my RISD training would function as a problem-solving toolkit and co-pilot after graduation. In fact, after spending 4 years at RISD, frequently staying up all night to finish studio projects, while also writing intellectually demanding papers, I found the real world to be comparatively chill. RISD equipped me with a very strong work ethic, a dedication to critical analysis, and a belief that creativity can solve almost any problem. Congratulations to all of you, the RISD graduating class of 2021. You've spent the last year plus working through a global pandemic. I'm sure you can think of plenty of ways the pandemic may have compromised your RISD experience, but I'd like you to consider the ways it may have benefited you. It's natural to have excitement and fear upon graduation, but put your fears aside and consider the extraordinary creative adaptation it required for you to tackle the challenges and embrace the best possibilities of RISD during a pandemic. Life will have plenty of trial by fire moments, but few will measure up to the intensity of a RISD education with a pandemic thrown in for extra stress. You've acquired the tools you need to do amazing things with your art and design in the world. Now the question is, what kind of world do you want to live in, and how do you see your art and design both thriving in that world and shaping it? One of the frustrations I often hear from graduates is that upon leaving the competitive but incubating RISD environment, the real world seems somewhat indifferent to art and design. In actuality, people care deeply about art and design emotionally and subconsciously, but it's part of your job to help them crystallize from that emotional ether a concrete, conscious, intellectual appreciation of all forms of creativity. Thomas Wolfe said that culture is the arts elevated to a set of beliefs. So with that in mind, it's not enough for your art and design to solely thrive within a self-contained arts ecosystem. They must infiltrate and permeate all important structures of society. The world is facing many problems, including climate change, a rise in nationalism, ongoing racism, and capitalism concentrating wealth in too few hands while workers and families struggle. The arts connect us to the best part of our humanity as both creators and viewers. Artists and designers are leading-edge shapers of civilization, so we need to envision how things can evolve and then create works and projects so compelling that they inspire others to push forward with us. Over my career, I've employed what I call the inside-outside strategy, which means that when the system has shut me out, I find ways or create an alternative structure to facilitate my ideas outside the system. When the system invites me in, I use that access to improve the culture of the system and use its machinery to further my vision. My most important advice is to work hard and never give up on the possibilities your creativity can yield. However, reality can be a real buzzkiller for idealism. So understand that problem solving always requires a mix of idealism and pragmatism. Successful people often say, You must be uncompromising in pursuing your vision, but I'd like to add some nuance to that advice. Yes, it's important to be uncompromising with your vision and beliefs, but also to be diplomatic and willing to compromise while navigating the mosaic of people, organizations, and businesses that must all come together with some harmony to achieve progress. You'll experience failures and setbacks, but never be afraid. If you have courage, you'll learn from trial and error, adapt, and move forward with greater skill and precision. 2021 RISD graduates, the world is yours. Make it the one you want to live in and share with your fellow humans. RISD's given you the tools. Now it's up to you to seize what's in front of you.